Alright, so let's go ahead and hop into this. So this is my build on the best way to build a sniper storm. So I'm going through my components, feel free to copy them or whatever. I'm also showing you that I have no inscriptions that help me. I just have the Gunslingers Mark here, which increases damage while hovering. That is the only thing that I have that will actually affect my gameplay whatsoever. None of my guns have damage rolls on them except for the rolling carnage that I will be testing out. I actually scrapped that footage because the rolling carnage, just the numbers were not making any sense. So I do have the Gunslingers Mark. I will be using the Chaotic Rhyme, which you'll see over here on the screen in a second. I'm using the Chaotic Rhyme to freeze enemies just so it's easier to hit headshots, because I will be testing these on normal enemies because I know how it performs on stronghold bosses. I will be using the Avenging Herald with its I think Raptor's Deadeye ability. We will be testing that one. I'm going to show off all the guns here in a second as well. We will be testing the Wyvern Blitz by itself with just its hovering stack to see how much damage that does. I will be showing my roll on that. I only have 200% physical, so that is the only increase that I have that you may or may not have on yours. Sorry about the breathing in the mic. It's really weird how I have to do this. My other headphones were making a buzzing noise in the audio. So next we have whenever Raptor Sense and Deadeye actually combine, which is kind of hard to do. Here I'm showing the Avenging Herald, and that would be the Raptor's Deadeye plus the Sense on the Wyvern Blitz. So that's hard to do. We're going to look at that number. We're going to look at the Close Encounter, which gives you a 75% bonus when dashing, and that only stacks to 1. Then we're going to be looking at the Rolling Carnage, which I'll just go over. We're not going to actually look at that footage, which is stacks up to 3, and it's 50% for 20 seconds. We're going to look at the Glorious Result, which does 150% upon 2 consecutive headshots. So those are the weapons that we will be looking at here in the following clips. Now, I will go over the numbers because I have them written down. I can't actually see them on the screen while doing the voiceover, but I do know what the numbers are, so we're going to talk about it. And I apologize for the choppiness of the video. It's taking me 3 hours to record this just because Anthem keeps crashing and I'm having tons of problems with audio, so I apologize if the video suffers from those problems. Right, let's go ahead and continue. So here we are using the Avenging Herald and the Deadeye, and it is pretty weird. So you saw that first shot, it was kind of fast. Did 78k, and that was just with the Avenging Herald. Now I'm pretty sure I'm trying to do both right here. Not sure how much I did. I think that might have been 65k. But okay, so let's go ahead and go over the numbers because I can't see the numbers on these specific clips. These specific clips right here, the Avenging Herald ones. So the Avenging Herald buff by itself only did 65.8k. The Wyvern Blitz did 78k. And that's the one that you see the most. I think right here, yeah, I did 98k, which is where both numbers actually stacked, which is super difficult to get to happen. As many times as I did this, I could not seem to get that to work. I sat here for a long time. Like I said, the game's crashed on me about 4 times a day. They did just do some maintenance on the servers, so kind of understandable, but also kind of annoyed just because I feel like the maintenance should have helped them not crash as much, maybe. I don't know, the game seems to be really rough on consoles. So yeah, you saw the 58k, or I'm sorry, the 68, man, I can't think, 65k, you saw the 78k, and you saw the 98k. So let's go ahead and look at the other numbers for the other weapons. Alright, so finally getting into the actual easier part of this video because the Avenging Herald's so buggy. So remember when both numbers were combined we did 98k, but here we are with the Close Encounter, and we are only going to do 99.8k, which isn't that much higher, but it is better because the stacks actually act appropriately. So next up, we are actually, I believe this is the test for the glorious result on how much damage it is going to do. And it is going to do a ton of damage. So you see I have to get the double headshot. I didn't actually get to kill anybody on that one, so I'll do it here in a second. But so far we have the Raptor Sense Deadeye combo in last. Right now the lead is the close encounter, and you will see here that it is actually going to get beaten by the glorious result. So here I get the 15k on both the headshots, followed by the snipe, doing 120,000 damage. So that is the top dog, and no questions asked. That is a ton of damage. So the reason I scrapped the Rolling Carnage is because with 3 stacks, it only did about 90,000 damage, which didn't really make sense. And with 1 stack, it did 75k. With no stacks, it did 70k. And with 2 stacks, it did 76k. So those numbers just didn't really add up to me. I kept getting weird numbers. So here we are doing the glorious result again. I get 2 9,000s on that guy, and then freeze this guy, switch to the sniper real quick, and then bam, another 120k. So yeah, this gun does a ton of damage to just your general enemies and anything that you come up against. So the glorious result plus the 15,000 or 9,000, whichever one you want to take, does between 138,000 to 150,000 damage on normal enemy crit spots. So that is enough damage to 2-shot a legendary enforcer. That is enough damage that if your whole team does it on Grandmaster 1 against the Tyrant Mine, you can easily destroy the boss extremely fast. So I definitely recommend using the glorious result. It is just a monster. So right here in this clip, I'm showing you all the buffs of all the other weapons, so you know kind of what they are and why the glorious result is so much better. The stacking on the Avenging Herald and the Blitz just doesn't seem to work anymore. So glorious result is definitely the better option as of now. There could be something in the future because they are going to add more masterworks at some point, but currently that is the best weapon. That pretty much does it for this. Also, the reason I scrapped the Rolling Carnage footage is because it was about 3 minutes of me just trying to figure out why those numbers were popping up, and that would have made this video extra long, which means you wouldn't have clicked on it because it wasn't as short as all the other ones. So there is that, but keep in mind that all these numbers are very different. So even though the glorious result does more damage, it only has that buff for about 5 seconds. However, the close encounter has that damage for 20 seconds. But I have seen both of them being used while fighting the Tyrant Mine, and if you actually watch my review on Anthem, you will see me using the glorious result in that, and I believe I even use a different gun in one of those clips, maybe. But I just demolished the Tyrant Mine on GM1. I do a lot of damage in Grandmaster 2, but I just don't feel like there's very much incentive still to play Grandmaster 2. My friends love to tell me that, or I guess not just my friends, just the whole internet tells me that Grandmaster 2 is worth it now, but it really doesn't seem it. I've gotten 5 legendaries from Grandmaster 1 and 1 from Grandmaster 2, and I'm playing Grandmaster 2, you know, not nearly as much, so there's probably incentive, but it just seems not worth it to me. So I'm sure you'll do a ton of damage to any boss in Grandmaster 2 with the glorious result. It's a beautiful gun. The Wyvern Blitz is a beautiful gun. They're a fantastic combo with the Gunslingers Mark, Mark of Clarity as well, because you can unintentionally revive yourself at some points. And the other abilities that I have kind of only affect my left bumper and right bumper. And you can even craft a glorious result if you get enough, if you get one with a bad roll. If you want one that gives you, you know, just more ammo or just more damage overall, you can get that. Anyways, that's it for this one. And yeah, thank you for watching this clip. be sure to like it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Enjoy.